leftovers.
You're right, but I can't afford to go back to Guatemala. There's all fish bladders and coconuts down there. We need someone who wears shoes and washes their hands.
Don't you worry now. I know me of that. Hey, Carl.
Hey, yourself. Who's your friend over there? Smells like, almond joys.
Hey, it's me, Shake.
Why'd you get that done in Guatemala or something?
Yeah, what the hell?
Yeah, he did. We calling in the pros now. Is your buddy out of prison yet?
Which one? 'Cause there's three.
Oh, you know which one. The guy that was in the hotel with the people and the welding.
Oh, Terry, yeah, he's out. But, part of his parole is he's not supposed to, do what he was doing to flesh.
We need him. Otherwise, people are gonna look at me and wonder what could have been.
All right, whatever. We'll meet at the docks at midnight. I get a 10% finder's fee. You never saw me.
Fine, and I need a receipt, because this is a business expense.
All right, he wants you to drink all that before you go in there.
Easily done, my friend. Now you're talking my language. What's this thing for?
Yeah, that you'll bite down on, so you don't swallow your tongue.
Now?
Oh, you'll know when. I feel pretty sure of that.
All right. Hello, Hollywood. Let the games begin, Mary.
Listen to that. Good. Well, he's doing some work, too.
Yeah.
I want that higher.
Yeah, he builds hot rods mostly. Sometimes faces.
Well, we just thank you, Carl. You've been real good to us.
Just shut up, I need my money now.
Whoa, he's quick and relatively clean. You know, this beats the jungle surgery any day. Snakes everywhere down there. You can't get rid of them.
Oh, I see he sold you on the Tijuana Supremo package.
Well, initially I was skeptical, but once I saw them in the showroom, I mean, come on, you'd be a fool not to get it.
Hey, let's get out of here. And how about you shut that off before the cops see us, okay?
Bring on, I'm still plugged in here. Right on, get in here. I'm about to unwrap my present to the gene-wearing populace.
You sure that's wise, Shake? I mean, it's only been a couple of days since
Yeah,
you...
right. I'm not waiting 6 weeks.
Well, as long as you know what you're doing.
Oh, my God. I want you to contact Jordan and tell them I'm on my way.
Well, what happened to your butt? This is like a little shelter down here.
Well, if you add somewhere, stupid, you obviously have to subtract from somewhere.
So then they took your butt and put it on your
They
face.
did what now?
Yeah, see this butt? It's flat.
Actually, it's concave, isn't it?
Yeah, you got an ass face, boy. Am I right?
Well, I guess you're all
I
right.
ain't talking to you. I'm talking to ass face over here. What do you think, ass face?
How am I going to fill the jeans if I don't have an ass?
You ain't. You need to get yourself a job making horror movies. Return of the Deadly Assholes.
Oh, fine.
Never go back to Assface Lake.
Oh, fine. I won't do G-Net. That's simple.
Deadly Assface Lake Camp. You'll work on that one.
But I could do underwear, right? Right?
Flip over, Shyamalan. You do a hospital ad. They won't have to use makeup.
No! This isn't happening!
You're a sucker.
No! What am I gonna... Frylock! You're into that science script. You can straighten this all out for me.
Oh, I thought I was inferior. I don't know. Is the unwashed allowed to touch the golden?
Well, maybe this one time I can let it pass. I won't tell anyone.
Listen, it's one or the other, okay? Either you get your ass back or you keep that face.
I choose the ass.
Yo, poor Michael Jackson.
Cheese, and now wants to bet 100 cheese. I'll put up my house. You have a home? Yeah, under the freeway. Let me get this straight. You want to bet against the great Jimmy? Uh-huh. Know something? You're sick. You need help. But I'll tell you what, before you get help, I'll take your house.
Come on out, please. It's only 8 seconds to go till the game. Let's go. Come on, want to see Migos entry score. 2 more left. Let's go, guys, like a champion. Come on now. Move it out.
Hi! My name is Thomas. What's your name?
Jeffy.
Tomorrow I go to Tucker Carrot. She's a real good swimmer. And she can jump high, too. Did I tell you I got a watch? My aunt sent it to me. Not my Aunt Honey, my Aunt Ruth. And, why Tucker Carrot? Should I wear my shirt up? Like this? Or down? Or up? Or possibly tucked in?
I don't know, man. Wear it like you're wearing it. You look great. What's that?
Hey, Jimmy! Can I have the autograph, please?
Get off eBay.
Who is eBay? Somebody can tell you.
Hey, thanks, Doc. Wow, that's so sweet. Come on out of that cage. Let me give you a big old hug.
My name is Shake Sula, the white hula, the old schooler. You want the trick? I'm ready to ride. 5 minutes and I'm all done. From you you got me. What you that's working out now. Make the money see. Me when I get the honey sheen. Traveling in my car, I live like a star. Ice on my fingers and my toes and I'm a toy. Check it.
Santa's coming tonight, Meatwad, so I really need your Christmas list. And if you've been a good boy this year, you might just skip this L-shaped thing.
Nah, what that is a hairdryer.
You want a hairdryer?
Yeah.
For what? You don't have
Look, most of the hairdryer.
this is a squiggle.
No, that's hair. You read it backwards, fool. So go get it.
Come on, Meatwad. I mean, don't you want some toys or
I'm not
coloring?
saying don't get me any toys, but I need that hair. Otherwise, no one's gonna take me seriously. You see what I'm saying?
Okay, I'll talk to Santa and see what I can do.
Yes, you will.
Wait, don't go anywhere. What's wrong with them printer?
Oh, well, sometimes with larger documents, it'll get... Holy hell!
Yeah, tell me about it. I could chisel it into rock faster than this.
Mail order bride from Chechnya?
Now, don't worry. See, I got that one covered. It's my gift to me, from me, for being such a good boy this year. You see what I'm saying?
All right, well, I'm going to the mall and see what I can do. Boy, I hope I don't get too much sun in my eyes. I mean, ever since I lost my shades, you know. Those cool wraparounds. They're on sale, I think.
You're wasting my time. Will you get out of here,
The oils, the candles, the works. Where did that man get it?
Carl, don't refer to her as a babe, please. She is a Chechnyan prostitute, and you will address
Well,
her
look,
as
just
such.
don't cash that check immediately. I mean, I want to make sure that both of us marrying her is going to be, you know, legal.
Of course it is. Are you kidding me? Santa Claus ain't real. He's around.
You know, I guess that makes sense, you know.
Of course it makes sense. Look, Carl, you just go home, wash your face and your feet, shave your shoulders, and you come on over to my house tonight. She'll be cooking for me.
Oh, no, buddy. The only cooking she's doing tonight.
Stop where you are. I know what you're gonna say. You're gonna make some lewd reference to cooking being.
Shut up.
Okay, couples only. Come on, this'll get you dancing close.
Carl, I know you, Earl. And I can let you do it any better. Come.
What is it?
That's the stuff.
No. Good.
My girl, isn't she, Jeffy? Lynn's fantastic.
I was actually talking about Yoli. Thanks, Jeffy.
So how is everything? Looks like you did a number on those ribs there.
They're delicious.
How do y'all know each other?
Oh, he's in Special Olympics. Go on, tell her, Jeff.
I'm in Special Olympics.
That's so sweet of you to get involved.
See, I admire the hell out of these guys. All the challenges they have to overcome. You know, I've been helping Jeffy here train for years.
You know, I'd love to do something like that. How would I get involved?
Brandy, such a
Yeah,
Brandy. I'd love to do that. Why don't you give me your number and I'll hook you up?
sure. I'm sorry it didn't work out between the two of you. I know how hard it can be to make new friends. That's why I was so glad when I met David.
Come on, bring him in here. Come on, hurry up. I ain't all day. No, I'm putting it back outside now because you think I'm some kind of fool.
Please, you can bring the pony rabbit in here now. I need it.
Then you get it. It's your state.
That's no. I thought you got me a rub.
Rabbit. Well, maybe you should just open it up before you go flying off the handle, judging things you don't know anything about.
Is that no damn bunny rabbit?
What do you know? It's a snake.
I wanted a bunny rabbit. I was gonna name him Nathan. That's Latin for warm, by the way. Nathan Scott Phillips.
Hey, look. Turn that frown upside down. You can still have a bunny rabbit. With a little imagination, of course. And look what we have here. Pipe cleaners, a stapler, and a pound of human hair.
I can make some fur and shake some ears for him and staple it all to his head.
Then you'll be able to have your very own long bunny rabbit that you desire.
Youth, up to you. Ron Burgundy will read anything that is put on that teleprompter. And when I say anything, I mean eh.
Arnold Q1.
After the photo mat was destroyed, the bear scampered back into the woods.
Apparently, he wasn't too happy with his color print.
From the entire Channel 4 News team, I'm Veronica Corningstone.
And I'm Ron Burgundy. Go fuck yourself, San Diego.
What in the name? No! Nobody talks about my city that way! Ron Burgundy's ass is grass!
Nice work, everyone. Sharp broadcast. Really good. Everyone on the floor as well. Really a lot of hustle. I liked it.
Dump out!
Hello, Edward.
Ron, I've got to fire you.
Well, I've got to fire you. Bing, bong, bong.
You're fired, Ed. Do you even know what you just said?
Oh, great Odin's raven. Are you happy, Ron? Veronica, she put that in the teleprompter. You're probably right, but this is bad. Real bad. My hands are tied. I gotta fire you. Yeah. Let's hold on. Let's count to 10, all right? That's a rash decision. Okay? Is this about something else? There's 300 very angry San Diego kites. San Diego. San Diego. San Diego. San Diego. San Diegans out in front of the station. They want Ron's blood. They want to hurt you, Ron.
Yeah.
Ron, why did you say that? Why? What? What? You're my hero, Ron. Dorothy. You're not speak like that. Garth, if I were to give you some money out of my wallet, would that ease the pain? I hate you, Ron Burgundy. I hate you.
Today is Saturday, January 25th, 2014. It is 5:40 p.m.
Across the state, Michelle Fiore has a look at several accidents.
One by one, DOT cameras caught sight of them. Accidents just kept popping up through the early morning hours. We captured their images here on I-43 in Waukesha County. Drivers lost control on slippery pavement. Sheriff's deputies almost got caught up in this one at Moreland. 2 squads were on the scene for this crash when another driver swerved, narrowly hitting the squads, but wound up driving up a flatbed tow truck, then crashing off to the side of the truck. That happened around 8 in the morning. We captured a few others, including this one on I-94 at US 41. You can see the car hit a fence. And here on I-94 at Drexel in Milwaukee County, that took out 3 lanes of traffic while crews cleared the scene. New snowfall is expected to start very early in the morning again, all the more reason to continue to drive with caution. Michelle Fiore, today's TMJ4.
And road salt supplies are dwindling in Waukesha County. The city of Waukesha is going to a 50-50 salt sand mixture to stretch its supply. The city has used 9,000 tons of salt this season thus far. This weekend, we could face a mix of icy roads and whiteout conditions as the snow and wind is expected to kick up over the next 2 days.
The salt company's been really good at getting salt. We haven't run out of salt, but we also know that every municipality in this area is facing the same problem. So we're being proactive about it, and we started mixing, this week we started mixing 50-50.
The city of Waukesha is expecting another salt shipment on Monday. Governor Walker has declared a state of emergency in response to a propane shortage. Propane prices continue to rise as the demand increases. You asked us to investigate this earlier in the week. Liquid propane is a popular heating source in some of the more rural areas.
It's not a spending issue, it's an access issue. And so we're going to try and be creative with our meeting on Monday to find ways to get through this winter.
Governor Walker is holding an emergency meeting he just spoke about in Madison on Monday to address the issue. The cold didn't stop hundreds of people from heading outside today. Yona Gavino at Washington Park, where many enjoyed the slightly warmer weather.
It was a celebration of all things winter at Winterfest. Both kids and parents enjoyed all the outdoor activities right here at Washington Park. It was a beautiful day to be outdoors ice skating on the coming from the food court. I thought maybe they were doing construction or something.
Police and county officials crediting first responders and the public for acting quickly when the shooting started, saying cool thinking helped prevent a greater panic.
I want to thank our brave men and women in law enforcement here in Howard County who rushed into this scene immediately. This was an incredibly well-run, thoughtful operation.
Yeah, we didn't have stampedes, and we didn't have anybody else injured through that whole evacuation process, so we're very helpful.
Police found the person believed to be the shooter dead near a gun and some ammunition. They don't know if the gunman knew the victims or if it was a random incident. In Washington, Elizabeth Cran, Fox News.
Very sad. Close to the home, a 23-year-old is in custody for allegedly threatening a Mount Mary University student with a semi-automatic gun. Officers took him into custody just before midnight on Friday. They say the man knew his victim from a prior relationship and entered her dorm room without permission. The woman called campus security and notified Milwaukee police. They quickly began a search for the suspect and arrested him without incident.
A different kind of alarm alerts a Waukesha County family to an early morning house fire. Their town of Ottawa home burned to the ground. Fox 6's Brett Lemoyne tells you how man's best friend came through in a big way, making sure everyone got out safely.
The call came in at around 5 a.m. Saturday. Dousman Fire District Chief Steve Totsky lives just down the street. He was the first to arrive at the scene.
It was a detached garage, and that's where it started.
The two-alarm blaze spread quickly.
With the way the winds were blowing so hard, it ended up catching the house on fire as well.
It was so intense it melted the siding on the home next door, but the heat was no match for the cold.
If that truck sits out there for even just a couple of minutes, things freeze up, and it makes it difficult to get those going again.
As onlookers drive past hours later to view the damage, Totsky says there's one reason the family of three survived.
The homeowner's son had heard the dog kind of going crazy outside, so told his dad about it. His dad went out to look, and that's when he saw the glow and the smoke in the garage.
Totsky says the black lab was in a kennel in the garage. Its bark gave the family enough time to grab some mementos and escape. When you hear what crews went through and look at the damage, it seems the odds were stacked against this family.
When we were up there, we didn't notice a hydrant nearby. Was that an issue as well?
Yeah, out in that rural part of the area, there aren't hydrants, so we have to truck the water in. There's a hydrant maybe about a mile away that we were using to bring water to the scene.
When you see everything this family has lost, it's important to remember what they still have. Each other, mother, father, son, and man's best friend.
You never know what could happen, but had the dog not alerted them, it might have gotten farther into the house before they realized what was going on, and the outcome may have been different.
In Waukesha County, Brett Lemoyne, Fox 6 News.
By the way, we're told only about a quarter of all homes in the Dousman area have access to fire hydrants. This morning's blaze required all Dousman Fire District staff to be called in, as well as assistance from 6 other departments.
Amazing how nothing was left there. Wow, we have another fire to tell you about. This one in Fond du Lac. A man had to jump through his window to save himself. Crews say the flames were extensive, but one of the biggest problems was the weather. The wind chills reached 25 below zero. 8 different fire departments were called in. Warning stations were in place to help relieve crew members, but one of the biggest problems was bad equipment freezing up.
Yeah, a lot of the guys are having problems with hoses and stuff. We keep stuff flowing, that's why you have a lot of water. We keep the hoses flowing and lines flowing to keep them open.
This home also is a total loss. Firefighters still haven't said what started this fire.
President Obama goes before the nation on Tuesday for his annual State of the Union address. The White House has been dropping hints about what the president will focus on as he enters his 6th year in office. Spokesman Jay Carney says the president will stick with his primary goal of helping the middle class. Fox 6 has learned that in the week following the State of the Union address, President Obama will visit several cities, including Milwaukee. No word on when or where the president will visit. We will be sure to pass along any information as we learn more. In the meantime, you can watch the State of the Union right here on Fox 6 Tuesday at 8 o'clock.
Always a big event when the president comes to town. Hey, it's tax season, and we know every penny counts when it comes time for that refund.
But those forms can be complicated. That's why dozens are filing into the Milwaukee Technical College's downtown campus. Coming up, how you can qualify for free help.
Plus, you've heard the expression, it takes a village. Well, business owners and entrepreneurs are giving it a new meaning. Go ahead, how they're banding together to make sure no one gets left off.
Wisconsin troops are home or coming home. Follow the pleasures and the pains as they resume their lives in our community.
In this week's Heroes Come Home, we catch up with 2 Milwaukee area veterans who've been walking from the Through City to Los Angeles. We'll get an update on their trek as they enter the final few days. Sunday on Fox 6 News at 9.
It's like AT&T knew what we want. But this will be his first large fan event, where security, we're told, will be no different than years past.
We will have security there, but there's no special detail necessarily or anything. We expect it to be a great day for both the fans and the players.
Craig McKee, WISN 12 News.
Doors to the Wisconsin Center open at 10 a.m. The event runs through 5 p.m. Hundreds of local kids got a free trip to the dentist today. It was all part of the 12th annual Give Kids a Smile screening day at Marquette University. Dozens of dentists, hygienists, and even students volunteered their time to provide exams, cleanings, and treatments for children ages 3 to 16.
they don't like to come to the dentist, and I just want to make the experience more pleasurable for them so they can enjoy it, because it's like a lifelong process.
We added a new incentive as far as trying to help these families find a dental home, and also to educate these families, giving them oral hygiene instructions and nutritional counseling to help prevent cavities.
The event was organized by the Wisconsin Dental Association. Where you place your garbage for pickup is changing in the city of Milwaukee. Coming up, we'll run down the new rules. Plus, sun savings, the plan to power Mitchell International Airport by the sun, and exactly how much it'll save. Then an overtime thriller, the big road test for Marquette on the basketball court, and whether they pass.
And we're tracking snow, but the big story is the cold, when we could break records in your Weather Watch 12 forecast. Hey, thanks for watching WISN 12 News.
Time Warner Cable is here to help you get more entertainment for your money. So we're giving you an exciting new offer that's full of free. For a limited time, we're giving away 3 months of HBO, Showtime, and the movie channel
It's
for free.
6:11 p.m. and I have to go to bed right now. I have to go to work tonight. I have to get up at 8:35 p.m. I start work at 10. I don't get off until 6 o'clock tomorrow morning. So, you all have a nice night.
Gusting to 9. At McKinley Marina, the air temperature was 11. The winds were west at 12 knots, gusting to 17. At the Kenosha Harbor, the air temperature was 11. The winds were northwest at 13 knots, gusting to 20. The 6 p.m. weather observations across Wisconsin and nearby states. At Milwaukee, it was clear. The temperature was 10 degrees, the dew point -7, and the relative humidity was 46%. The winds were west at 13 miles an hour, producing a wind chill of -5. The pressure was 29.77 inches and rising. At Kenosha.
Locations to serve you.
And affordable? There's only the Volkswagen Jetta. Like this one, 36 Highway MPG. Well, except the 42 Highway MPG Jetta TDI Clean Diesel. Oh, right, and the
Off Lake Superior and check out the Apostle Islands. It's a 2-mile hike, and while you may be able to feel the water slushing around under the ice, park officials say it's perfectly safe to walk. That looks cool.
And cold.
It is, right? We just can't seem to get away from the cold. I know it's winter, Fish, but yeah, we're getting hit with another Arctic blast.
Yeah, first it goes snow and then more cold. It's just been the whole pattern for most of this winter. This is costing a lot of people a lot of money. Keep that in mind, Shannon. Now, the plow people are probably saying, well, this isn't that bad because I get another day of plowing. And guess what? There is more snow on the way, and that's going to be very late tonight and as we go through the day tomorrow. Winter weather advisory again for all of southeast Wisconsin, 2 to 4 inches of snow. That starts at 6 in the morning tomorrow morning, all the way through 6 in the morning on Monday. Not because it's going to snow for 24 hours. It's going to snow mainly during the day tomorrow, then it's going to end, and then it's going to blow and drift all over. So just be aware of that. Now, as far as the main stripe of snow, it's mainly going to actually be to our south and west. We're kind of on the fringe, but still 2 to 4 inches, and then there's the lake effect off to the north. And then behind that, another front and another polar vortex, meaning the Arctic polar vortex, which is normally in the Arctic, is weakening. There have been some warm spots to the north, and it breaks off and heads into our area, not only just with the cold, but the other thing about this that makes it so bad is that wind as well. And because of this, we have a wind chill watch that starts on late Sunday night through noon on Wednesday for the entire area. That whole time period, wind chills between 25 to 40 below. It is going to be bitterly cold. It's almost a repeat as what we saw about 2 weeks ago. So if you remember that, it's going to happen again. Same thing. 29 degrees, that's what our average high should be. Made it to 30 while most of you were sleeping, and then the temperatures fell throughout the day. That was a cold front, even though we saw the sun. Now, as far as tomorrow, don't expect miracles. The heat is going to stay out to the west, where they've seen it warm day after day. But we've been caught with this. There's a 25 in Minneapolis. I think some of us make it into the 20s tomorrow, but we're not there now. It's 5 in Fond du Lac. Lots of 7s on this map from Port Washington to Burlington, Waukesha, 10 in Milwaukee, with wind chills pretty much everywhere except for West Bend and Port Washington. It feels like you're below 0, like 5 below in Milwaukee. Now, satellite radar, it's the same story over and over. Another clipper, another strong cold front behind it, and more wind. So it starts off with snow. That moves through very late tonight, through the day tomorrow, and then behind that, wind and cold. It's going to blow around the snow first, and then the intense cold moves on in. So as far as our Sunday is concerned, there goes that clipper. The front slowly moves on through, and then another blast of that Arctic air giving us wind chills. This wind chill wash starts Sunday night all the way through noon Wednesday. Wind chills in this time period at times going to be 25 to 40 below, just like 2 weeks ago. I mean, even the timing's the same. So here comes the snow on future forecasts well overnight through the day tomorrow, and then it ends. Then it kind of blows around. Notice the tightly packed isobars, and here comes that intense cold. Not only the cold, but the wind as well. At least it's going to be dry. It doesn't give us much solace, though. 2 to 4 inches of snow well overnight tonight through the day tomorrow. The higher amounts to the south and west, closer to where the clipper actually passes. Now, as far as our forecast for tonight, 1 below, and then we see snow developing very, very late, up to 1 inch by morning. Be aware if you're traveling around tomorrow morning, salt not going to work all that great. Going up to 21 degrees, another 1 to 3 inches of snow. Highest totals to the south and west. It gets real cold tomorrow night, 5 below, even colder inland. Wind chills 10 to 20 below, and then that's our high on Monday. 3 below. Wind chills 15 to 30 below. The thing is, that's just like it was 2 weeks ago. I can't believe I'm saying it again. Because normally you should see one polar vortex, even if you would see one in a winter, and then it should be done. But we continue. Look at the temperature we start with on Tuesday morning, Shannon.
Negative.
16 below. And then we're going to have wind chills at that time period, 30 to 40 below. So Tuesday morning, another one. I don't know.
The highlight, 25 degrees on Friday?
Yeah, we just stayed below average for this whole week. We're just caught in this.
I don't like it.
Neither do I.
All right, that makes 2 of us. Well, we are now 12 days away from the start of the 2014 Winter Olympics in Sochi, Russia. You can watch the games right here on today's TMJ4. Milwaukee's connections are all over the Olympic hockey ice. A huge number of players.
Well, I'll give this a little cookie an hour before we're doing the no pants dance. Time to must go.
And current admirals who are competing for their native countries. Here's the full list. 2 will suit up for Canada, 2 for Switzerland, 2 for Finland, and 1 each for the host nation, Russia, as well as Austria, Slovakia, and the United States.
We're excited that that people that play here develop and go on to play in the NHL, and then if you can take that one step further, as you said, to play in the Olympics, then it's clearly says a lot about the individuals that come through, the organization.
Left wing Simon Mosier is the only current admiral. He'll be absent for a number of games back here while competing for Switzerland, but the time in Sochi could really be beneficial.
I can get a lot of experience for the Olympics and can bring back here to the Admirals. So, yeah, missed those games, but I think I'm coming back stronger than I leave.
Admirals coaches will be watching, and not just to see their own players.
It's a good opportunity for us to learn as well, as coaches for sure. I know the players will be excited to watch different players, but we'll be able to watch some different systems and different tactics as well.
By the way, the gold medal winner in the past 3 Olympics has been Canada, Sweden, and Canada again. The United States has taken silver in 2 of those. They haven't won gold since the Miracle on Ice in Lake Placid in 1980. Jesse Garcia, today's TMJ4.
Well, one Michigan man's work will make an appearance on the Olympic ice. Every spray is another step towards the Winter Olympics. Ray Bishop's canvas is these helmets, which will be worn by members of the U.S. men's Olympic hockey team.
It's a huge honor to be able to paint these things. How many people you're touching or reaching with that design, and how people get behind that design, and it's pretty cool. It's a neat thing, and I'm very fortunate to be able to do it.
Bishop says he's proud to help Team USA in their quest for gold.
The afternoon hours, you can still see a few snow showers from time to time, but very little additional accumulation. So through Sunday morning, we're looking at about 1 to 2 inches from Milwaukee and Waukesha, 2 to 3 to the south and west. quick look at temperatures here. Not bad for your Sunday afternoon. We make it up to about 20 degrees. Monday morning, that falls to about 5 to 10 below. And late Monday afternoon, could be even colder than that. So the worst wind chills on Monday probably won't be in the morning. It'll be in the second half of the day. Tonight, we fall on to 1 below snow showers, 1 to 3 inches through tomorrow morning. 20 for a high tomorrow, and then Sunday night, going to drop down to about 6 below, 5 below Monday morning, and of course colder than that Monday afternoon. So the wind chills, bottom line is the coldest I think we're going to see on Monday, 35 below on Tuesday morning. Wind chills to 45 below. So once again, I don't know what is there still to say at this point. Kind of like what we saw about 2 weeks ago.
I just laugh.
Okay.
Thanks, Justin.
All right.
Appreciate it. Hey, Courtney, we had a big game in sports today. Marquette, Villanova. Very close. Came down to the wire.
It did. Marquette hosted their toughest.
Invest in the future of medicine.
That's it. I really have to go to bed now. It's going to be a long, long night of work. And I have to walk home tomorrow morning. There's no buses at the time when I get off of work. It's going to be a long night. I get done at 6 a.m. tomorrow. The first bus doesn't really start running till about 9 a.m. 9 and 10 a.m. It really is going to be a long night. Y'all take care.
Was 10 under clear skies. A few marine observations. At the Port Washington Lakeshore, the air temperature was 8. The winds were west at 4 knots, gusting to 9. At McKinley Marina, the air temperature was 11. The winds were west at 10 knots, gusting to 13. At the Kenosha Harbor, the air temperature was 11. The winds were west at 9 knots, gusting to 16. Meteorologist. Here's the weather summary for Wisconsin and northern Illinois. After a cold evening, low pressure will track into eastern Iowa tonight and across southern Wisconsin on Sunday. This system will snow to most of Wisconsin with accumulations between 1 and 4 inches, with the highest amounts in the southwest. After the snow tapers off to scattered snow showers later Sunday, an Arctic cold front will sag south through Wisconsin Sunday afternoon and Sunday evening. Blustery west-northwest winds will accompany the surge of bitter cold air, causing considerable flowing and drifting. Bitter cold air will then become entrenched over Wisconsin through Wednesday morning. Temperatures will likely remain below zero from Sunday night through Wednesday morning. A wind chill watch has been issued from Sunday night into Wednesday morning for wind chills dropping to 30 below to 45 below zero. Saturday night, lows from 14 below to 7 below zero northeast, to 4 below zero to 2 above zero southwest. Sunday, highs from 5 to 10 north to the mid-teens and low 20s south. Here is the forecast for the open waters of Lake Michigan. For the salt half of Lake Michigan, gale warning in effect until 9 p.m. this evening. Heavy freezing spray warning in effect until 9 p.m. this evening. Gale watch in effect from Sunday evening through Monday evening. Tonight, northwest gales to 35 knots diminishing to 30 knots this evening, then becoming southwest 10 to 20 knots after midnight. Freezing spray this evening. Chance of snow showers. Winds